Would you expect, Minister, if there was a visiting delegation of members of Parliament to the House of Commons, for the delegation to be videoed without their knowledge or consent?
If someone was visiting the House of Commons?
Yes.
Certainly not. I was thinking that'd be very unusual.
Or for it to be put onto Instagram and indeed briefed to, let's say, the Daily Telegraph in disparaging terms.
I'm not familiar with the details, but clearly if someone was visiting the House of Commons, we'd want to show them
And it would be
courtesy.
particularly bad, wouldn't it, if it was the Deputy Foreign Minister of Israel who would be videoed in the UK and for disparaging comments to be made about her evidence or her private meeting that she'd had, let's say, with us. Because the opposite has just happened to us. And a video of us at the Knesset meeting, the Deputy Foreign Minister, has been posted on Instagram. We understand that, certainly we had no knowledge that it was being videoed and assumed, of course, that it would never happen. And I have to say, I've just found out about it. And to say that I'm cross might be an understatement. There were many things said in the Knesset by many members of the Knesset that we found quite provocative and indeed, if I'm really honest, quite insulting. And the attitude of some of the members of the Knesset were remarkably rude. And we did our utmost to keep decorum at all times and to remain polite and restrained. But I do think this takes it to another level. And I would ask the Foreign Office to investigate this, please, and to find out why this has happened, who made the decision, and to ask them to take it down and to apologise.
What happens if there's elections tomorrow at the West Bank? Did you go there to talk to them? Why hasn't been an election there?
Well, I can give you the answers. The first is obviously that when there was an election and Hamas was elected and there was a rejection of that by the international community. Secondly, when there was a suggested election, there was a disagreement with Israel as to whether or not the people of East Jerusalem could vote.
The fact is that there's no elections because the day after Hamas is going to take control. And if we agree in any way to a two-state solution, or the Palestinian Authority is going to control Gaza, it's going to be at the hands of Hamas again. So the fact is that you're asking me to give Gaza again to Hamas. And that's when people come and tell us, you need to do the two-state solution now. For us, it means, in reality, you give it to Hamas back. And that's something that we cannot accept.